Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with a Great War mod. Last time around, we were running about doing a few battles here and there, but the important part is the fact that we are very much closing in on the end. Now, I have been doing some turns off camera, mostly just moving the armies. We had some vast distances to move. So I've been moving one army over there, all the way over here, which is Sir Horace, and he's gonna go down, try and help these, but as it's now late October, looks like we're gonna be able to win this without that. Then, of course, I've actually been laying siege to this because I decided not to attack it off camera. The Ukrainians actually got killed off. I guess the forces, even though numeral, the forces that are spawned aren't that great because they were taken out by this little army, which we can actually see here what they've got. So 2 mortars, 1 unit of rifle grenadiers, and that. And even with my force, I'm apparently forced to fight the battle, which is kind of odd. Maybe I managed to force out the Russian Navy here, and it's a rather small one compared to mine. I think it looks like it anyways. It looks like it's mostly destroyers, 3 destroyers and a pre-dreadnought class against 3 armored cruisers and a destroyer. Kind of even fight. It's really down to this one. There's the biggest ship the Russians got. The destroyers, not so much. I'm pretty sure they'll be firewood pretty soon. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fight a naval battle. It's a small one, but we need another one just because it's been such a long time since we had one. And hopefully, since this is a kind of a small battle, it'll go pretty darn fast compared to a few of the other naval battles we had. With that said anyways, let's go ahead and fight this battle, shall we? Luckily for me, I've been able to close the range with a Russian fleet so that their main ship, the pre-dreadnought class, have not actually been able to outrange us. His guns, of course, way outrange us. He's gonna be targeting my destroyer, which I don't care so much, the fact that he's able to target that, because that's not my main concern. My main concern is trying to keep these armored cruisers alive for as long as possible. So I'm gonna sacrifice the chameleon. He wasn't gonna be able to do much damage anyways. Now they're turning that way. Is this one able to fire at this range? I think it might be that we're just out of range. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually order the ships to turn now. And as the enemy is moving that way, we'll hopefully be passing behind them, shooting them up the rear. Oh, I was just about to order him to withdraw. Not that that would have changed much, but I think maybe if the Russians would have shot him up the arse, he maybe wouldn't have done as much damage. I was hoping the Russians would continue that course. Currently, it's my admiral that's coming under fire by his ship. So suddenly my change of course here is suddenly not as great because my admiral is out of line with the rest of our fleet and currently receiving full order of the enemy's fire. And it's just the size of the pre-dreadnought class, the size of those guns, is the main problem here. And I've suffered already tons of damage. So as much as I was hoping for a victory in this battle, I've actually been outmaneuvered by the enemy. if we can just get around to be able to just fire. The problem is that they've been moving in a much better formation than I have. And I tried to be clever, but it clearly didn't work out. Currently, the third ship here, I don't think they've been able to fire a single shot as this has gone through. I think it might be best to turn the Admiral around. Or maybe not actually, we'll continue at current course. We have been completely outmaneuvered by the Russians here. This battle has gone god-awful for me. I was hoping that I'd be able to run them up the ass, but that clearly hasn't happened. And the range, my god. It's obviously it's going to be difficult with this one outranging us, but also outgunning us. This one has enough guns to more than all my fleet had. I just need to close in. I'm going to order these two, which are not under direct fire by the enemy, to close the distance. So we got a single gun on this side and we got 8 guns on that side. They're steaming actually right now right towards us, which is interesting, and we have sunk one of the destroyers with him going straight towards me now. We're gonna have some quite a good chances of laying fire onto him. I'm not sure we'll be able to sink him, but we'll be able to do a lot of damage as he approaches, like he is now, where he's not able to return fire. And here we might very well be able to concentrate quite a bit of fire on the destroyers, taking them out, while we're slowly punishing him as he moves forward. Right, we got another one. That one surrendered. I want these now to turn around, because I don't want to end up in a position where he can fire on me. So the enemy had us, but they decided to... I don't know, decided to screw themselves over in a way. Thing is, he's still really powerful with a lot of guns still operational. Yeah, he is losing quite a bit of guns though. So possibly I could have victory. The enemy admiral was shot down. Well, that's a good start. Oh yeah, we're facing the one where we have no guns on. We'll have to turn around again. What is he doing? He's continuously going straight at us. Oh, that's the wrong... Ooh, that's gonna be nasty. Not as nasty as I thought, though. I thought it was gonna be way worse. I'm gonna try and just put myself in front of him, maybe try and block him. Okay, so now all the destroyers have actually been taken out. And we're actually Now we're 3 on 1. But do we have enough? Do we have enough to kill him? Maneuvering around here to kind of keep all 3 boats, ships, firing on him. Right, keep firing, keep it up, guys. He's down to 40 guns at this point. And if I continue like this, plus his admiral has been taken out. I'm surprised my admiral wasn't taken out, given how much damage he was able to lay onto my admiral. Also, we've kind of been able to get around, you know, his return fires. He's down to 31 guns. 9 guns. I've got 12 on the other side. If I could switch quickly, I would. But I don't think I can. We've got 8 guns on that side, 7 on the other one. Follow him like that. He'll try and turn into putting fire upon him. You're not turning quickly enough. He's 27 guns left. 50 crew. He's pretty maneuverable for actually being a bigger ship than ours. Come on. He's got very little hull on one side. Come on, break the bastard already. We're dragging on. As this is, I mean, when I end turn, I'm expecting that kind of the campaign will be over. I've got one pretty big battle that I think will be the last land battle, and it will be my attack on Warsaw. We'll see. So he's got very little hull left. 18 guns, 37 crew. I mean, as long as he could keep the distance from us, he was able to do really well. But now when we've got close and we were able to destroy the destroyers, surrender, force them to surrender and sink them, then we have turned the battle around. Although it's a very deadly battle, as both sides have been slugging it out, and all ships are very much in need of repairs at this point. I think what could turn it is if my admiral gets shot down. If my admiral gets shot down, then I think my fleet will surrender. So as long as my admiral stays alive, I think we got a pretty good chance. It soon here it will have no hull whatsoever. So all we need to do is keep blasting him, and he's going to sink. I'm surprised that my ships have been able to keep it up. This one has lost all hull on one side, but somehow still manages to stay afloat. And this basically has nothing left on this one, so it's husks of former ships going around firing at each other. Very few guns on either side of these ships. How much longer do I need to maneuver here to get him? We're already up at more than 15 minutes. There we go! On fire, has surrendered. And they're jumping off the ship. Finally, we made it. Decisive victory. It's a very hard-fought fight, but eventually we were able to sink the Moskva and put it at the bottom of the Black Sea. So these are counted as kills for these remaining troops, troops lost and so on. Our destroyer of course was lost, but the other ships actually managed to survive the battle. According to this, one Russian ship remains, but as we can see, that's not the case. Naval surgeon, recovery chance, great. This one is surely an auto-resolve. I'll quickly run through it. The thing why I want this is when I need to re-establish Ukraine, right? I kind of want to put these guys to port to repair them there, but I guess we're gonna have to move them over there. The port is under our control, so we will actually be able to trade with the Ukrainians once we take this over. We'll re-establish Ukraine. I think this one actually might be an auto-resolve. A very close auto-resolve. But I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm just gonna auto-save just in case. And there we go for that auto-resolve. We only lost 300 men and destroy their force. And we were able to take Königsberg. Wonderful. Mentioned in dispatches. This territory might actually... I might actually add that to Poland's territory. The area is pretty happy to be under our control. So we're gonna quickly try and move on Warsaw instead. I'm not really able to recruit any infantry here. Why is that? Because the building is damaged. Alright. I can still get some of these service battalions just to hold it down. This unit does actually reach, but yeah. Then we'll run through this battle, and then because I think it will end, we'll have this little force attack Warsaw, which is going to be one tough fight. But first, I need to run through this little boy. And so the battle is off. They're mortars coming under attack by our rifle grenadiers. They have their own rifle grenadiers right there. But we should be able to destroy them here. But enough infantry on the front line to absolutely massacre everyone that goes in our way. Currently the rifle grenadiers are being shot down by rifle grenadiers, among other things. And that unit is gone. The mortar is soon to go as well. The tanks won't actually be able to get in time, I think. I will order this one to hold and be able to open fire while these move back to allow it to fire freely at the enemy. So you should be able to start spraying them over there. Should allow this tank to set up in the flank. And be able to join in and fire on the enemy.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
So I don't see how this wasn't an auto-resolve, given just how quickly I've managed to defeat the enemy. But yeah, home guard destroyed. The little general is the only thing that's left holding up in the village, and currently everyone is targeting him. Well, except for the routing home guard, which is currently being targeted. The general, realizing it's over, goes ahead and tries to actually move in and charge us. Too little, too late. He might end up dying because of it. And then we have that Odessa has fallen yet again, and for the second time will resurrect the Ukrainian state. Quite high casualties on in this battle, 419. Wasn't expecting that many casualties. That's a third of my force. 800 remaining. All the enemies were killed. Infantry got the most, followed by one of the tanks. And once again, Ukraine. We got some extra troops for the army, which were definitely needed, since the replenishment has been rather crap. Attacking general. You'll be heading north to liberate Kiev. Now the port is open, that's great. Meaning that we can set up trade agreements. Wonderful. And they already have all the technologies. I'm sure the Russians gonna take no time in declaring war on them again. Might give them some money, but to repair some of the infrastructure that was lost. Right, I think we got the last thing here then, which is the attack on Warsaw. I thought they were gonna, the Germans were gonna bring more troops actually, but they aren't. Right, there's nothing for it. We got 900 men against almost 3,000 enemies. They've got their own tanks against us, and I only got these gas projectors. And also these are fixed artillery guns, so they will fire back at us. This battle is probably gonna go to shit as well. I just somehow I managed to recall the naval battle as a loss, even though it was in fact a victory. Right, with that said, let's jump into battle and gas these fools. Since I don't have that many troops, it's a pretty simple plan of attack. I mean, we need to concentrate the gas on the fixed guns and take them out first, or try and attack them first. Then, because the enemy will be stationary throughout the battle until I attack them, they'll start to move. Apparently this has something to do with... they've managed to figure it out. The developers have managed to figure it out why the enemy is passive like this. And apparently it's a lot to do with the airfields. Or it is the airfields that is the fault. And if I didn't exactly specify why, but I can imagine because it would be the castle slot, and that kind of messes it up, like it becomes a castle battle without a castle. Something like that, I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna target the cannons with gas at the start. Then we're gonna move up the tanks. We're gonna try and get them in a flanking position. The problem is that I'll have to get so close to actually get them in a flanking position. But if I can get my tanks into a flanking position, we can turn it up through the side and destroy them. With that said, let's go ahead and start. I'm just going to make sure that we fire gas on the enemy cannons. And we're going to get the tanks forward. We're going to have the infantry move close to the tanks. This one's going to move to the flank. It's going to have the infantry move forward there. So once the cavalry is gone, I'm hoping that I can either lure these guys out into the open, or I can just run the tanks up through the side here. We're gonna have this tank move up. And look at the terrain though. I'll have to cross up onto this ridge, which obviously is gonna put me in danger from the from enemy gunfire, which isn't that great. Same with the cavalry here. I can't actually get them at range. I'm hoping though that they will move out to come after my infantry, and that's how we're gonna get them. Currently we have been bombarding these units with gas. Unfortunately we haven't managed to kill that many, and we haven't been able to silence a single gun. We've killed a lot of this battery, where we just actually took out the gun. Wait, is that a third battery? Oh. Completely missed the fact that there's a third battery over there. This one has actually already lost a gun, or has lost enough crew. Oh, here comes the cavalry. I completely missed that. Luckily though, my tanks didn't, and so they've been able to get them down. Right. That's good, but that also means enemy reinforcement are coming up in the back, so not super important. Now, let's start to roll these tanks into position. Oh! Their army has woken up because of this, and we can see loads of troops moving forward. This tank will stay as it is. I'll just move forward the infantry here. What's this? They're firing gas after that. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get these two with my machine gun. So now I'm more interested in getting rid of these units. Actually, you will still stay here because I want these tanks to be able to fire kind of at that angle. The enemy here is way too close. The terrain does not suit this at all. And this goes throughout this. Actually, what we'll do now, when I think about it, is we'll be retreating towards the hill. Hopefully, as we can see, these guys are moving forward. You have to stop right here, because those dragoons, I don't like them coming close to my gas projectors. You'll hold here. Tanks move to the hill. You can kind of hold in the back there, and the tank can stop right there. Currently you are actually being fired upon by the artillery, so we don't want to stay too close to the tank. Right. Hopefully the dragoons will get shot down here by this infantry unit, but they might actually be able to get around, which is not great. All that infantry is coming forward. This one's now in range for my tanks to open fire on them. I'm gonna have you move into the woods. Okay, yeah, now you're able to fire. I actually want you to target the dragoons. We have a unit of trench gunners moving in. Right. Gas is no longer that needed on that. Now I'm more interested in killing the infantry that is moving forward really rapidly. Right, I want you to move quickly up through the woods. I want you to be the main target. and not like my tanks. Moving forward when the tank's in between like that's just gonna get this guy killed, or he's gonna drag artillery fire onto us. I was hoping the machine gun tanks would be able to get those guys, but it wouldn't. I do not want to stand there as the shotgun unleashes their fury on us. Right, so the machine gun tanks, female tanks, doing good job clearing out these guys. Question is, where are the enemy's tanks? Oh, there they are. The beyond whatever Panzer. Oi, I don't want to say it. I don't know how to say it. I think I've said it at some point, but for now I can't recall. So we've lost one guy in that group. Oh, the Germans are gonna hold to the very end, are they? Have the tanks focusing on that guy, and have you move forward. Lots and lots of enemy infantry moving forward here. I have a single unit trying to stop that advance. We have actually dealt with these guys. That's good. Which kind of frees us up here. Oh, we just lost a tank. That I don't like. This one, I think they're targeting them now. I want to move this one so it can fire into the flank against these. Okay, that one was gone. Okay, I'm gonna move you forward. I'm gonna move you up to the hill. Alright, fire into the flank there. Fire on that one. Oh, are these guys charging? Could be trying to go after my tanks. Who knows? We've got General moving in. It would be nice to be... we could destroy him. Yeah, it looks like they're focusing in on these. They're not deploying these guns yet. But I do have a possibility here of actually firing straight up through here, destroying them. Ooh, my infantry is also kind of running out of bullets here. And with very few troops actually being able to protect against... oh crap, tanks move back. Can we destroy these? It would be nice. Alright, I want the tanks to roll up the hill. We do have a cuirassier unit right there. Hold fire because he's on the backside of the hill. Let's fire as he comes over, which he does right now. He's gonna sit there and shoot at us. Perhaps, he says. So we'll have to open fire on him. Let's move back. Are they just trying to bypass that, or what are they doing? That unit is in perfect target for us. Alright, enemy general gone. Still though, we're nowhere near close as of yet of killing the enemy, but killing that general is a good start. Focusing our machine gun fire down here is absolutely destroying these. Or at least there's, I mean, I can hear a lot of bullets, but I'm not actually seeing that many troops dropping. The gas projectors have lost a lot of men. The enemy's tanks are going to be dangerous. I wonder if we shouldn't target them instead. we are running up the enemy there. Oh, are they charging? Yes, they are. Counter charge. 8 versus 6. My guys are technically stronger. Yeah, they ended up being a strong group. My troops are actually running out of bullets. I'll tell them to stop fire and just be as a blocking unit for the enemy to fire at. 21. We've been hitting these with gas, but they didn't seem to have been doing that much. Okay, so 1 unit's out of bullets. Hit these guys right here. Oof. Oh, you're without guns now? Actually, I do have my general, right? And we have a single cannon left here. Soon enough, he'll be unable to fire as well. Focusing on that.
Our men are running for
And now you guys can fire again. General coming in here. It's a high risk.
General staff.
Shit. Run, run, run. I'm thinking... Oh, shit. That was not great. I should have probably just charged with the general. I'm thinking, oh, it's the mail tanks. I've actually got a chance then, because my general can ride around, charge the mail tanks, and destroy them that way. Shoot up the units that are close enough. Oh. These are all running out of bullets. General, run around. Valiant effort, but I don't think I will be able to pull it off. It'll be down to the machine gun tanks. Here comes the general. Ready to destroy these tanks somehow. I'll go ahead and rally my general.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Okay, you're all... These guys are all out of ammo. Luckily for me, the tanks don't run out of ammo. Let's concentrate on that mess right there. We have a unit closing in, shooting at my general now. He's forced to flee. I think they won't actually reman the guns, and the general might just have done what he set out to do, was disable those cannons. Right, let's see if I can get in some better positions with my tanks. I mean, I can use my tanks to cut down a lot of this and then charge their cannons. Let's see. The general might very well be able to kill those. Oh, they're coming in the flank. Forgot about those guys. Them definitely need to be cut down. I'm gonna move these forward, make sure that they are the main target of the enemy rather than my tanks. Okay, the general is in a fight now over here. He's definitely winning over the tanks. Gonna just rally just in case. Make sure that he has the morale. And yeah, he killed the tanks. Wonderful. Let's see if we can't maybe go in and destroy this unit over here. And then it'll be up to the tanks to kind of destroy these guys. Right, let's have the infantry move back. Right, they're gone. Focusing your fire on these units. Let's make sure that they're gone, having the general chase them down. So what's really left that is causing trouble for me is the infantry. So there's 4 units of infantry left that we need to get rid of. Focus in on that one, and you focus in on that big formation. The general managed to get rid of those. He can actually ride all the way around, see about getting the cannons in the back there. We're doing good work, and the enemy is being forced back. We're going to focus in where they're strongest, and then we're going to charge with these troops over here. Well, the tank's going to focus in on that guy right there. You're going to move all the way around and attack these. And at the same time as that is happening, I'm going to order a bayonet charge with the infantry now that is completely out of shot. Might be risky to charge with the general at this point, so I'm just going to order him to hold fire. It's going to be down to the charges now. You can set up in the flank, shoot at them. Any unit that survives the charge is going to be turned upon by the tanks. Actually, I should have my general up there to support the charges. Make sure that they don't break. Looks like this one's not going to work out. Head over. Tough fight out here. Trading kills with each other. The general's coming in. Oh, he's not actually close enough to support. There's going to be plenty of more infantry coming in for our side then. And there we have it, actually. We were able to win this fight. And now all we need to do is cut down those artillery pieces. We lost quite a few tanks here, but in the end we were victorious. So even with the odds that I had against me, I was able to actually be victorious and win this battle and retake Warsaw for the Polish. And even with those mighty odds against us, our 900 men were able to defeat the army of, or a German army of 2,900 men. Out of our force, out of 900 men deployed on our side, 81 remain after the battle. Out of the enemy's force, 45 men remain after the battle. When it comes down to the kills, it's the whippet tanks that come up first, followed by the infantry, and then the general is down at the bottom. But chlorine gas obviously didn't work out too well. It's the weaker of the gas, and you can clearly tell by the numbers here. Also, I mean, we were firing at their heavy guns. Given the range of the gas projectors, I probably could have put them further back and not have them killed so early by having infantry come in and fire at them. But there's that. we were able
Siege is
to
lifted.
secure Warsaw, but for how long is the question here, because, well, there's quite a lot of Germans around here. But with this, I don't actually have that many moves more to make. I don't actually have any moves to make, except like this guy needs to be moved. But that's the only one. I've gathered 2 armies ready to move down to aid and kill what's ever left here. So yeah, it looks good. Given that it's late October though, we should win in the next one, which should be early November, right? Or it's the end. Ends in the turn early November, yeah. Let's go ahead and end turn then. Interesting. So it's early November, as we can see. There's tons of rebellions. And I already saw this during the end turn, where basically every country, all my small nations, had rebellions in them. Airplane detected. Raid by the... Oh, a peace treaty has been signed with the Austro-Hungarians. I guess that's the same then with the German. Armistice declared. We have declared peace. Rebellion in Bohemia, in Mecklenburg, in Poland, in Poland, in Poland. And now we have a peace treaty with the German Empire. Okay, so the war is over. Well, at least against the Germans. We're still at war with the Russians. So we've got Polish rebellions. Okay, that just means that my army will skedaddle and leave it up to the Poles to take that, because it's part of my blood. No, I'll hand it over, because otherwise who knows what kind of weird ways it will fuck itself up in. So I just made it to the border here, where we made peace with the Austro-Hungarians. Great. I bet there's revolts everywhere. I was hoping there'd be more revolts in what's it called? In Russia. So there were... Okay, so we've got communists in Mecklenburg. Russian-looking communists. And we had against these over here. Then we had Czechoslovakian revolutionaries in Bohemia. We'll have to hand that over then. There was rebellions all over, every single area actually. So yeah, I'll be forced now, because there's no way I can protect Bohemia anyways. So we'll hand that over to the Czechoslovakians. And I'll offer them 1,000 gold. Generous, great. So then there we go, Czechoslovakia. We're not going to hand over Mecklenburg to the communists. That's for certain. And then Warsaw to Poland. And I guess we should hand over the Silesian region as well while we're at it. So Poland, you will get these 2 regions plus 1,000 gold. And so there we have Poland. It's a shame I can't trade with Poland. For some reason Danzig doesn't have a port, which I think is really odd. With us no longer at war with the Germans, we're just at war with the Russians. That means that the armies will be heading east. Alright, so it's one more turn and then the war is over. Which now has turned into a really odd war, because, well, we're only at war with the Russians. We're actually at war with the Russians and the White Russians, I should say. Huh. But there you have it. We'll do one more turn and then the campaign is over. The communists might actually win this battle, so you'll be forced to turn around. It'll be actually be a very shit battle, so I'll remove these two and actually allow them to take it, because I'm not gonna fight them. We're gonna fight them once they established, I don't know, communist Mecklenburg. With this also, that means that my fleet should be able to go in and fight the Russians. Right. With that, let's go ahead and end turn. Path blocked by this general. Election result. Aircraft path blocked. Aircraft detected. Enemy raid. Construction report. Right. We should have won now. Early November. It's late November right now, so we have won. The war is over. Now we do have a little bit of a communist revolution over here that we need to deal with. And I mean, not everything is, you know, perfect. Wait, what? Why has... Wait, France has declared war on Poland together with the Germans and the Austro-Hungarians? What on earth? Also, there's a kind of a big Hungarian rebellion going on, which the Hungarians have yet to actually quash. It's all protected. Oh, now they're all gone. No, there's one. Can I attack that? Yeah, I can actually. But you're going over here. Right. Well, the war is over. We have won. We'll just have to deal with the Russians and stuff. Right. Well, I was hoping for at least a message or something here to kind of end it. Seems a little bit anticlimactic when, like, at least a sort of a victory message or something for the fact that I'd won it. No! Is that why I didn't win it? No. Because I held it in early November, right? Because it's late now. Did I not get the victory message because I let the communists take Mecklenburg, which is a victory region? Is that it? Was I defeated in the last moment by a dirty gang of peasants? Was that it? Eesh. Well, there we have it. Great Britain unfortunately lost the Great War because communism. Right. The thing though is, I mean, there's not a lot I can do about it. I'm assuming that it's just that there is no victory message. Or is there? Oh, God. No, but it ends early. It says the early turn. Well, complete by the end of your turn in... Wait, by the end of early November. So it was last turn. Wait. Does that mean that I failed? Just because the... Oh, God. Wow. Can I move this army out to destroy them? I don't care if they rebel. Out resolve, 400 lost, the entire force killed. God. I can't believe it. I didn't get to achieve victory because the thing though, I mean, I had enough like service battalions in the area. I had 2 here or 1, and then like 2 or 3. That would have been enough to held them off and won that battle. But no. I let them... And then, yeah, I mean... That's how it is sometimes. You know, the world is screwed up. You know, in a world where France snakes its way through Europe to attack Poland in cahoots with the Austro-Hungarians and the Germans. The Polish are putting up a good defense though. A lot of the troops that was spawned here have actually been able to defeat some of the German armies. They haven't been able to defeat this one up here, but you can see that they've done quite a number on them. Now hopefully they've got enough troops in the area to deal with them, but doesn't look like it. Now I've given the Poles enough territory though, so hopefully they will be able to defend themselves against the onslaught of the Germans. I will continue the war against the Russians though. What a mess. Who could have thought? Who could have seen that? I thought I'd won, but clearly not. Well, I mean, you can't say other than that I have won, because, I mean, my enemies hold a territory each in the very end of Europe, in the rump end of Europe. Obviously, Russia is... I'm still at war with Russia, but I'm sure they would accept white peace. I'm pretty sure. Or I could just, like, I don't know, hand back territory to them or something. Who knows? And I could hand them Eastern Prussia. Anyways, I think it's high time we end it here. So it ended as a little bit of a mess, but I think we should have foreseen that when at the point where we declared war on Russia and France, or wait, they declared war on us because they hate Poland so much. Why on earth does everyone hate the Polish? But it is as they say, you can't become a European empire or great power before you've at least invaded Poland at least once. Yeah, so there you have it. The Great British Great War, Great Campaign is now over. Ended in a little bit of a mess, but I hope that's just the way you guys like it. So I'll say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.